The wait is over, it is finally here. And yes, it's the first ever Blastapopoulos event in BTD6 after the 45.0 update. Now in today's video, we will be taking on ranked elite Blastapopoulos, and this week's leaderboard is actually time-based, so today we'll be seeing how fast we can pop Blastapopoulos with the goal of breaking into the top 3, which looks like about 10 minutes at the moment. It's pretty early into the event, but see how we can do. And if you guys have been enjoying the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. A ridiculous percentage of my viewers are not subscribed, so thank you for subscribing. And here we go, guys. I have skipped some of the early game farming, but I'm going to sell now for a bank at the end of round 25. And we actually did bring Geraldo today because the rejuvenation potion is going to be really helpful in this boss when you're trying to do least time spent. Our plan for a lot of the tiers is actually going to be spike storm spam. So the crazy part is I've made it to this point with only a Geraldo, a dart monkey, and a shooty turret as our defenses. However, I am going to need more defense because round 28 there's lead balloons, and I think this round's also going to be pretty tough for us to defend. So my plan defensively is actually going to be a bomb shooter. I'm thinking will be pretty good because that's the cheapest way for me to pop leads in the game, and it should be a little bit of defensive support as well for a round like this, which this round does look a little scary. Hopefully I don't get a time penalty here. I popped all the balloons in time. Okay, perfect. No time penalty. All right, lead balloons incoming here. Our bomb shooter is enough to pop 5 out of the 6 leads down. Do I actually have time to pop this down without getting a penalty? Oh my gosh, I got a penalty. Okay, that was close. That was close. That was close. Let's do this again. Probably put the bomb on strong instead of last targeting and put this on first. Let's see if strong targeting hits all the leads. Hit the last one. All right, there we go. I shouldn't get penalty this time. Yeah, perfect. And I think after this round concludes, I will actually have enough for my IMF alone, because what we can do here is sell my rare currency action figure, which is worth almost 9k at this point. So we'll sell you, IMF alone up, I'll redeposit my money, and now I've got 7.3k in here, which is actually pretty solid. So the plan now is essentially just keep redepositing the cash, and we're going to be doing a big cash out later into a Mehalic village. We're sacrificing the farm, and that should work out pretty well for us. No penalty, perfect. Now we do have round 33 here, which is camo balloons. So I think the best way to deal with this is actually just use a camo potion, unfortunately. It's going to be the cheapest way to deal with this round. So that's what we'll do. Does the shooty turret solo? It actually might not. Do I get the penalty is the question. I don't. Okay, perfect. And I think I have enough money now to do what I want. So what I'm actually going to do here is collect you. And I'm going to go for 2 discount villages like this. Double discount, and under the double discount I am going to get up a monkey town here. So I'm going to get a 10k cash from the ability here soon. I'll sell these. Okay, I think I know what I need to do, guys. I need to be quick with this. So I'm going to get an engineer here as well under triple discount. This engineer will be a balloon trap later. We'll get this to double gun, and then right when the round starts, I'm going to use the IMF loan ability, upgrade this to monkey town, sell both of these, upgrade this all the way to a Mehalic, and it should work out pretty well. Perfect. I don't have enough for this balloon trap yet, though. Okay. I would have liked to have my balloon trap up at the start of round 34, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Either way, balloon trap is now up. And now with the balloon trap making me extra income inside the village's range, I am just gonna simply keep on farming here, will be the plan. We'll probably get up a lead to gold, rubber to gold action, but probably like round 37. Round 37 is when more lead balloons come out. So until then, I can keep farming without really sweating it. All right, round 37, let's prep my rubber to gold alchemist, which will be placed right here on last targeting. We'll get this here soon. We almost have enough money. There's the leads. Rubber to gold on this. And I also want to get up a glue gunner here, believe it or not, to clump these balloons a little bit, so then the rubber to gold can hit them more often before they reach the balloon trap range. That's important. Okay. And now with this setup, the plan is essentially just get up some marketplaces before round 40. And then on round 40, when we have to pop the boss, we're going to sell literally everything for defense. And what I'm going to do this round is upgrade this boat at the very end of the round for the favorite trades buck. The reason why I don't want to upgrade it right now is because it would steal pop, so it would get more range. So I need to be quick with the upgrade here. Let's refresh the trap, I think, as well, just so then I'm making sure this trap doesn't get overflowed. Favorite trades. Perfect. Oh, I didn't get the final collect on the trap, though. I wish I could. Yeah, there's some trap money left over. That's fine. Now that the favorite trade's up though, we are gonna sell literally everything. Bam, 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 bam. We have 57k. Okay. It's possible to get more than 57k on this round, but 57k is, I don't think, a bad amount, all things considered. And now for the tier 1 boss, believe it or not, we're actually going to do tack shooter defense, which is kind of weird because you think lots of projectiles are bad against Blastapopoulos, but this is technically the fastest way to pop down the boss, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to get up an embrittlement and just a bunch of overdrives here is the plan. We have the village as well to make all the overdrive upgrades cheaper, which is also important. And I might as well get a boat here, a merchant man, because that's what we're gonna be selling everything afterwards. I also have 5 free dart monkeys, so might as well place these in the range for a little bit of extra damage. We got 5 free dart monkeys up on the field, or 6 free dart monkeys, and we'll crosspath all of these as well. All right, is this enough to pop the first tier of the boss quickly? Let's see. Go. Everything's stunned at the very start, but that's totally fine. When it's off stun, this should do a lot of damage. And yeah, we pop that first skull pretty quickly. That's perfect. And he actually stunned Geraldo of all things. That's actually funny. The one thing that's like doing no damage. Blastapopoulos isn't very smart, it appears. So it isn't actually popping it down as fast as I would have liked. Huh. Does this... It still pops it down fully though, right? I don't know. It's out of the tax range. Am I good? Let's get my favorite trades up. Oh my gosh, we're taking so long. I think I restart. What I could try here is a super brittle instead. All right, I think I was at like a minute 30 for the timer on the boss last time I did this. Let's see if the super brittle strat does any better. I technically spent more money on defense this time too because I don't have a boat alongside. So I'm hoping I beat a minute 30 on the time to pop. I feel like I'm doing more. Even with less tax, the super brittle adds +4 damage, which is really good. Come on. It's still getting out of the range of my tax, though, is the problem. This last part's going to take a while to pop down. Actually, we did a lot better, though. Look at that. A minute 9. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, sell everything now. All right, so the plan now is actually get triple discount here. We're going to be doing a lot of discounting, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be so many discounts going on in today's video. It's going to be absurd. Triple discount, and then under triple discount, I'm going to be getting up a Mehalic right here. I think I can sell this village now without really sweating it too much. So sell you. Monkey City. Can I get that farm triple discounted? I can. Okay, so we'll upgrade range on that village to get this farm triple discounted. Perfect. Mehalic now. Still under triple discount. We're going to get another farm after the Mehalic. This was going to be upgraded to a BRF later. Now I'm going to sell one of the villages and get my engineer back here. And while I still have 3 villages up, I might as well get my triple discounted lead to gold 2 here, because I'm gonna have to get the rubber to gold back. And I think that's a good play here. Now I can sell the rest of the villages, sell the favorite trades now. I'll upgrade BRF, I'll upgrade balloon trap, I'll target you. And then when the round starts, I'll upgrade to rubber to gold as well. And I might as well get a glue gunner here too. Perfect. I think I played that really well. I actually kind of want to get a second balloon trap up too, to be honest. And now I've got this whole setup going. My plan next is save it for an overclock and overclock the BRF. That's pretty much something you should always do with your BRFs, guys. The overclock gives you good value on it. And I can also fertilizer this too. I should definitely fertilizer. Now, I'm not actually sure what path is better on the central markets. I have some with top path, some with middle path. But our plan is to get some central markets on the field here. And then, actually, wait, round 49... Maybe a third balloon trap is the better play, because this round was running through our balloon traps pretty easily. So I'm going to get a third balloon trap up here and hope that that can handle all the balloons. Really important to have pretty much every single balloon getting eaten here. Okay, something else I'm going to do is actually get a Moab Shutter Spikes right about here on close targeting. And that's because there's Moab class balloons coming out now. So popping the Moab and eating the ceramics is important for me. I think... At the end of this round, I might be able to get my Banana Central up. The plan is to pretty much sell everything for Banana Central and then have an overclocked Banana Central, which is really effective. These sell for what? 50? These sell for almost 60k. That's about 70k. I don't think I have enough money this round. I think I need to farm one more round for my Banana Central. That's fine. All right, here we go. Sell, sell, sell. What's going to be the best thing to sell? I guess overclock needs to be sold. I'm trying to figure out... I need 15,000. Sell. There we go. We got it up. Perfect. I had to sell a bunch of things, though. And now we pretty much just rebuild our entire setup from beforehand is the plan. So we'll get the 2 Multiplier Spikes, and we'll get our 3rd Balloon Trap here soon. And that should be pretty solid, all things considered. All right, and this is what my farming setup now looks like, guys. We have a bunch of BRFs on our side. I'm getting up my favorite trades now, so I can sell everything at the end of this tier. And things are about to get crazy on round 60. We're gonna actually do the Spike Storm strategy now, will be the plan. All right, so the plan for the next tier of the boss is, first of all, I'm gonna sell all my farms. My plan is actually to get up a Sun Temple with $50,000 of support sacrifice here. So I'm trying to figure out, mathematically speaking, what the best way to sell these is to get the 50,000. Okay, I've sold pretty much everything. According to my math calculations, this is gonna be the best way to sacrifice a Monkey Opus Village, 2 Overclocks, and my Multiplier Spikes. That'll give me that 50,000 of support. So we can sell this now. But actually, what I can do smarter. Let's sell the Mob Shredder. Let's sell this. And I can actually go discount. Yeah, I like this. We can go do 2 discounts. So then the Sun Avatar upgrades before the Sun Temple are actually cheaper as well, if that makes sense. And now we get our Sun Temple up here. And one thing I noticed about the Spike Storm, guys, which I will be utilizing here, is how the Mermonkey pairs with it. So if I use the Spike Storm normally against a BAD, you can see it racks up a total damage of about 4,950. Now, if I buff the Pierce with the Lord of the Abyss, the Spike Factory now racks up a total damage of a little over 6,000. So that's quite a big difference. And ladies and gentlemen, now is when I bring in the Mermonkey tech I was showing you guys. So I'm going to get my Lord of the Abyss right about here. Perfect. And we'll start spamming some Spike Storms in here. All right, I redid some of my placements to optimize a little bit more, but here's what I have. I have Embrittlement, Super Riddle, Lord of the Abyss to Pierce buff all of these, besides 1 Spike Storm, but that should be fine. Glue Storm as well, Sun Temple buffing everything, and Homeland Defense. Now, the thing is, I don't have my abilities at the start of the round, and Blastapopoulos disables all your abilities at the start, but that's where Geraldo's going to come in. So, here we go. Use this. Right when the round starts, I'm going to use all of this stuff. Wait for it. And these 8 Spike Storms should theoretically be enough to pop this entirely. I'm hoping. Oh, the Spike Storms run out so fast. Oh my gosh. I should have actually... Should I delay some of them? This time I'm going to stagger my abilities a little bit, so I'm not going to use every Spike Storm off the start. Just a couple. So then I can have this popping down every tier fast. I think this is smarter. How are we doing? I might have used too many early. The problem is I don't have 2 Rejuve Potions. If I had 2 Rejuve Potions going into this round, I would have been doing a lot cleaner. But my Geraldo didn't level up enough to restock the shop with 2. So I think I've just got to chill with this and hope that we still get a decent time, all things considered. Or we actually get the Rejuve Potion back. Okay, I just use all these now. We got to round 62, which gave us a Rejuve Potion. There we go. All right. So that took about 2 minutes. That was longer than I would have liked, but I guess it is what it is. Tier 2 has now been popped. And now the plan is obviously to sell all of my defense, basically. And I'm actually going to keep my Lord of the Abyss up for the other tiers, I think, because the Lord of the Abyss and Spike Storms are obviously really strong. So what I'm planning on doing is just keeping the Lord of the Abyss up and getting 20 boat farms now. Oh man, unfortunately, we only can fit 18 boats, I think. The range of the Lord of the Abyss is not big enough to give me more water. Even if I... That's the weird part. The water range and the actual range are not the same thing. Because you can see its actual range with the 10 Mermonkey buffs and everything exceed the outer of the circle. But the water range does not appear to get affected, which is weird. And now with all these favorite trades up, we pretty much want to get 10 Central Markets. The Central Markets do get buffed by the favorite trades quite a bit, so it's a pretty good pairing farm-wise. We will go for the Central, we will go for the Banana Central and the BRF spam later, but I think we go for all of this first. And the nice part about farming this way too is I don't have to worry about overclocking the farms. I guess we can overclock these later. I don't think overclocks are necessarily super efficient on them, but they also auto-collect their bananas, so I don't have to worry about collecting bananas too. All right, we're on round 74 now. This is the absolute madness of farms I've got going on. I pretty much just overclock my farms at the start of the round is my plan, and just let them produce loads of money for me. All right, this is what my side looks like on round 79 now, guys. Now, what I'm going to do this round is actually get a Celicopter coming in here. I'm going to lock this in place right around here, and this is going to act as a favorite trades for the bottom left section because that's the only section on the map that doesn't have a favorite trades already on it. So important to get the increased sell back there because we'll be selling everything once again on round 80, as crazy as that sounds, and doing a ton of Spike Storms. All All right, here we go. Checkpoint reached, end of round 79. I am going to do a little bit of this. Okay, I'm not sure if I actually need to sell all of my farms this time. I'm going to keep the farms on the right kind of saved, and we'll get True Sun God here. This is going to be 50,000 of support sacrifice, because I still have $600,000 to build Spike Storm, so I think keeping some farms is not bad necessarily here. And now the plan is basically Spike Storm spam, so I'm going to time-lapse this while I build my defensive setup. This is going to be crazy. All right, my defensive setup is now done, guys. Look how ridiculous this looks. Now, here's the thing. This time I can actually use 4 Rejuve Potions, as crazy as that sounds, because I can use 2 and then upgrade Droll to level 20 and use 2 more. I don't really have enough money to do that, though. Maybe 2 Rejuve Potions is enough. I don't really want to upgrade. Well, let's do that, actually. I don't know how much it's going to cost to upgrade them, but let's sell some farms. How much is it going to cost to upgrade Droll to level 20? We'll sell, like, this amount. That should be enough for the leveling, probably. And yeah, let's start this thing off. Here we go. Let's use the Rejuve Potion. 61 Spike Storms is crazy. Oh my gosh. Keep spamming, keep spamming, keep spamming. Holy cow. What the heck? Let me collect the bananas or the crates. I don't even know if I can use 2 Rejuve Potions. I'm not even gonna be able to level up. I just placed a rabbit by accident. Okay, we're good. Spam again. Well, there you have it, guys. Oh, tier 3 Blastapopoulos killed in like barely any time. Home and defense. Wait, all of my abilities are down. I think the spikes on the map might be enough. Should I upgrade Geraldo? I think we're good. I think we're good. It's going to take a little bit longer. I could have probably made it faster if I upgrade Geraldo to level 20, but that's fine. That was still pretty quick, all things considered, right? And just like you would expect, after this, we are going to just go helicopter mode and sell off literally everything besides my True Sun God. And honestly, I should upgrade this to level 20 just so I can start stacking Paragon Totems, because Paragon Totems are going to be helpful. That's how we're going to take down the last tier of the boss. I think we can actually take down tier 4 with Spike Storms as well, but tier 5 we will use Paragons. All right, I now pretty much have max farming on the map. I don't know if I can fit any more overclocks or BRFs. Maybe could have like optimized the placements a little bit more and squeezed out a couple more farms, but this is pretty solid if I do say so myself. I mean, look at my side right now. We also got an Ultra Boost on our side now too, so I'm starting to stack some Ultra Boosts on my True Sun God, and that's going to help out a little bit. Oh my gosh, AI balloons are actually starting to become a little bit of a problem. The True Sun God is absolutely awful. I'm not going to lie. Holy cow. Do I get a time penalty here? I don't think I should. But I need to buy more defense actually, which is kind of weird to think about. So what I'm going to do then is actually get up a Flying Fortress. This will make the defense pretty easy for the most part, I'd imagine. And I can start racking up pops for the Ace, which the Ace Paragon will be used for the last boss. So that's not a bad idea. Okay, round 99, ladies and gentlemen. Next round is the round. Yep. Now I'm going to have to sell everything. Okay. So how do I want to do this? Well, I don't have my supply drop ability, so I can't actually helicopter, which is annoying. But what I could do is probably just move a Lord of the Abyss around the map and get favorite trades in that range. But yeah, let's start selling some stuff off. So it's a lot cleaner of a map now. So one thing I do want to do is actually get my Paragon up, which will be the Ace Paragon, obviously. I think it's best to get it up for this tier, to be honest. In addition to a bunch of Spike Storms. All right, and I'm going to use a Paragon calculator to see how much money I need to put in the cash slider to get the max degree. Okay, wait, I'm only going to get like a degree 55, which actually is not near as high as I thought it would. Pops count for a lot of power, which is the problem, because I couldn't really get pops. How much do I need for degree 60 is my question. Degree 60 would be fine. Okay, it says if I put 600,000 into the cash slider, that'll give me degree 60, so we'll do that. What degree? 59. It lied to me, bro. It lied to me. No. All All right, I'm gonna do 700,000. The thing says it should get degree 62, but I don't know if I trust it anymore. So I'm gonna do 700,000. That should give me degree 60 for sure. 61, okay, so it was off by 1 both times.
One eternity later.
All right, the setup is now complete. That took forever. Oh my gosh. Look at my side now though. Okay, what we're gonna do though before the boss comes out is target. We should probably target the plane in a good direction. And we'll put it on Wing Monkey as well. All right. And then right when this starts, I'm gonna use my Rejuve Potion and spam Spike Storms like crazy. Rejuve Potion. Come on. Almond defense. 140 Spike Storms. Spam, 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 spam. Oh my lord, the lag. I'm clicking as fast as I can. I'm clicking 3 on my keyboard and I'm clicking my mouse on the ability. So I'm like double clicking it. And it's still not fast enough, dude. Holy cow. Soon Homeland's gonna run out here and I'll have to refresh it as well. And we're not even heating up the boss too, which is crazy. Okay, Homeland's out. Refresh. I just clicked a bunny, dude. Oh, this lag is so annoying. I can't. Finally. That took way too long just to get my Rejuve Potion out, bro. Okay, spam again. Spam harder. Faster, 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 faster. All of my abilities are down. We actually heat up the boss. This is bad. Oh, this is really bad. We heated up the boss somehow. I don't have any abilities available. And my ace is actually down as well. We can sell Homeland and replace it though on one of my Cold Arms to get the ability back faster. That's why I kept Cold Arms. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get my abilities back, please. I'm out of Rejuves, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely out of Rejuves. Homeland? Spike Storms? Okay. We're at 4 minutes, 30 seconds. We still haven't taken that long to pop the boss here. The boss isn't very very far along the track, so we're doing good. Pop, 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 pop. There we have it. Tier 4 has been defeated finally. Oh my gosh, that took forever. That was a lot of spamming, but we're good now. And at this point, you guys know the drill, so I'll catch you guys back near around 120 when we face the boss for the last time. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We have $3.2 million on hand before I sell anything. And this time I did actually prepare my helicopter, so we'll just fly this guy around and I will do it. Now you might notice when I said sell everything, I kept my engineers up, and that's because I'll be overclocking Sun Avatars as part of my defense. But before I do any of that, I think it's best to get my Wizard Paragon up, and I'll be aiming for a degree 60 Wizard Paragon in addition to my degree 60 Ace Paragon here. I only got about 370,000 pops with my Wizards. I had these Wizards down for the last 20 rounds, but I'm guessing my Ace pretty much stole all the pops, unfortunately, so not that many pops on it. All right, I think I need to put about 1.2 million into it to get degree 60, which is a lot of money spent, but I feel like it's worth. Let's see. 62, okay. I'll take it. One other thing I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna get another Paragon. It's gonna be the Bolt Paragon, but I'm not gonna get a high degree at all. The whole purpose of the Bolt Paragon is to buff my Ace attack speed. So I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna leave it like this, I think. What degree do I get? Probably pretty low. Only degree 1, okay. But as you can see here, it does give my Ace Paragon a nice little buff. And now I have 1.5 million to work with. So do I want to go for another Paragon? Let's build my Sun Avatar army and see how much money we have left after that. All right, I have 500k left. What do I want to spend money on? We can get up a Homeland defense. Coda Arms Village is next to it. So then when I'm out of Rejuve Potions, I can just micro Coda Arm. I can just upgrade the Coda Arms to Homeland defense and the ability will be ready. Honestly, I want to go for overclocks. It sounds weird. What I can do is before the boss comes out, I can overclock my Sun Avatars. All right, with all the overclocks, I'm almost out of cash. So I guess with the rest of my money, I can get a couple embrittlements around the map. I don't know how far the boss is actually going to survive. I feel like it's going to take a while to pop. So might as well do that. And now you might be wondering, Ryan, all the overclocks are on downtime. How are you going to manage this? I think I'm going to use one Rejuve Potion before the boss actually comes out. Just so then I can overclock all of these. I don't think that's a bad decision necessarily. All right, and now that I've used all my overclocks, I think it's time to let her rip, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. And we'll use one Rejuve Potion off the rip here just to get my Homeland defense up and my Blue Storm and everything. Perfect. How's the damage looking? 35 million HP is nothing to scoff at. That is a ton of health. Oh my gosh. We are actually damaging it quite well though, I'd like to say. Unfortunately, I don't have my wizard ability or anything. Oh, we actually took down a skull. That's good. A skull has been taken down. Is my Homeland defense down? It is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to micro you, Homeland. Let's use the Ace ability. Nice. We got 2 skulls down now. All right, we have to beat 10 minutes. 10 minutes was my goal, if you guys remember. So that is what we're aiming for. Let's use... Oh, I don't have any Rejuve Potions yet. I should get Rejuve Potions back, though, mid-fight, ideally. Hopefully I'll get 1 back mid-fight if we beat enough rounds, because the shop will restock a little bit. That's the goal. Keep overclocking these. Nice. What's the damage looking like? Still not fantastic, I've got to say. But we are about halfway down. I think we'll still beat 10 minutes, hopefully. Where's my Super Brittle? Okay, it's still in the Super Brittle range, which is important. We can use the Wizard Paragon ability now. That's good. My Wizard is not hitting it either. My Wizard... Not my Wizard, my Cripple. Can I move the Cripple? Because there's probably rocks blocking it, my guess would be. Alright, come on, come on. Homeland. Perfect. I don't have any Rejuve Potions still. We will use the Wizard ability. Micro Homeland here. Still no Rejuve Potions, unfortunately. Let's move my Super Brittle to this ice. Perfect. And I would like to get another Embrittlement down here, ideally. Homeland defense. Overclock. We're at 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay, we have 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left to pop this. We can do it. Shop has restocked. Okay, after this skull goes down, I'm going to use all my abilities here. I'm going to restock the shop. All right, perfect. Blue Storm. Use the overclocks like crazy. Spike Storm, Homeland defense. Nice. The Sun Avatars I don't think are as effective as I thought they would be, again, because of the rocks. I feel like the rocks are blocking a lot of projectiles from hitting it. We're not doing bad, though, all things considered. We've got it down to the last skull now, which is really solid. And we will sell... Oh, I can't sell my Homeland defense to micro. Let's use the Cold Arms, then. We are almost done. Let's target the Ace. The Ace has been, like, down the entire time. The boss just keeps on harassing my Ace with the fireballs. It's kind of annoying. I think I only used 1 Ace ability this entire go-around, which was unfortunate, but it's fine. Okay, it's almost done. Can I beat 9 minutes? I don't think I'm gonna beat 9 minutes, unfortunately. We're a little bit over. That's fine. Homeland defense. Overclock. And the boss is dead. Oh my gosh. Dude, these timed bosses are such a pain. That took so long trying to maximize my farming and get my setups going. I don't know if I want to do a timed boss ever again, but it was still fun at the end of the day. 913, where are we at on the leaderboard with that? Oh, elite. Wait. I'm seeing the normal leaderboard. Let me just go to home and we'll do it from there. I'm 5th. 5th isn't bad at all, to be honest. The leaderboard probably has changed quite a bit while I was playing that because we were in there for a while, but 5th place. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, though, of how fast can you defeat Elite Blastapopoulos. And if you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, moving forward. I'm out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.
All right, guys, we're back with another week of bosses, and this week we have Vortex. Now, the word on the street is this is one of the hardest bosses yet, and you can see why, as the boss speed is set to 175%, and the balloons are faster as well. And as per usual in my boss videos, I want a good ranked score, and this week it's time-based, so we're gonna see how fast I can defend a speedy Vortex. And of course, we'll be taking on the elite version. Let's hop right into it. And I skipped some of the early game farming because I know you guys aren't trying to see every single second of my farming here. You just want to see the important parts. So here we go. Round 17. This farm can sell for 2,500. I need 3,600 for the bank, which means I think this next round we end up selling for it. Yeah, We'll sell for the bank at the end of this round, and we should be able to get it pretty comfortably. I also do have the Rare Quincy action figure, which is not going to be sold yet. We'll probably sell it a little bit later. Okay, wait till I get all the farm income here, and I'll sell this. Get you up, perfect. We did incur a 50 or a 0.5 second time penalty in the early game rounds, but I'm not going to look into that too much. It is what it is. Sometimes you make mistakes. We'll live on, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and I'm thinking after this round concludes, I will get up my IMF alone and sell my Rare Quincy action figure. I feel like that's a pretty good decision after round 26. So wait on it. We actually leaked a little bit there, but that's totally fine. No penalty here, perfect. Sell you, upgrade you, and redeposit the cash. Ooh, wait, this round's gonna be a problem though, isn't it? A lot of density here. I might want to buy barbed darts to help us out because I'll need heat tip darts anyways on round 28 for the lead balloons. So I feel like barbed darts isn't necessarily a bad pickup. And that does allow me to defend here. Right, perfect. And then round 28 here, I should have enough for the heat tip darts, perfect. So we'll get that up for these lead balloons, and I'm good. Keep this on first, probably. No penalty. Wait, no! Oh my gosh, I didn't think we get a penalty from that. I can't retry the round though, right? Yeah, I just have to live with that. That's so annoying. I don't want to restart from a 20 or anything. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I'm thinking after this round concludes, I'll get up my Mehalic, which is the overall plan. So try that. We'll collect you. Sell. Sell. I'm gonna get discount village right here. And then under the discount village, we'll get another discount village. We'll sell this under double discount. Monkey Town, and then still under double discount. I want to get an engineer too next round, so we're gonna get a balloon trap like right around here. We'll just buy the early upgrades. And then right when the round starts, I'm gonna use this ability and upgrade to a Mehalic. So let's do this quickly. Perfect. And I'll sell you this. I should make enough money for the balloon trap mid-round, I'm hoping. Come on, target the trap. Throw it down, please. Do I get a penalty here? No penalty. That was clean. That was clean. And I can just target the trap between the two tracks every round. Also, probably should sell his dart monkey now. Let the trap eat everything. Now, at this point, I'm not really sure where to take my farming because I've already got 2 farms in the range of my village, and I don't think I can fit any more. Yeah. So I could place farms outside of the range of the village, which would be less efficient. Or I could place boat farms inside the range of the village. And I'm honestly feeling like the boat farming way might be more optimal. I'm not sure. The only small disadvantage of doing the boat farm route is it will steal some of the engineer pops, as you can see right here. It pops a couple balloons before they get to the trap when the balloons are coming from the right end. But honestly, I don't think that's going to make a huge difference. So yeah, we'll roll with it. Let's spam some more merchantmen before the next tier happens, or the next round ends. Perfect. And then switch the trap targeting. Oh, dude, our balloon trap is getting like 0 of the pops now. Thankfully for me, there's leads on this round, so leads do block our boats. But it definitely is a challenge I'm running into. I'm not even sure what our tier 1 defensive strategy is going to be, by the way. So I'm just going to farm until we hit tier 1. Normally, it's pretty good idea to like prepare an overclock before the boss fight comes out, but since I don't know what I'm going to do, I'm not going to prepare any abilities or stuff like that. We'll just kind of cook with the strategy on round 40, if that makes sense. So how much money do I actually have for this tier is the first question I need to ask. If I sell all my boats off, sell these, sell this, sell this, sell that, 80k, which is actually quite a bit, I'm not gonna lie. So with cash like that, one of the first things that comes to mind is an MAD, which should do pretty well. The only problem with something like this is that I did not prepare an overclock beforehand, right? So it's gonna be a non-overclocked MAD. I could still get an alch buff for it though, which should be good. I think when the round starts, I'm gonna sell the balloon trap for it, for the alch buff. That's what we'll do. So I throw it on the trap first. So wait for it, throw it on the trap. Did the missiles reach? Okay, the missiles do reach. Perfect. MAD ability here. Let's keep this locked in place. Let's get a bolt on my end. I'm curious how long this kill takes. Some of the missiles can't reach at the very top is the problem though, so I am missing out on some time. It's gonna be a fast kill, but I feel like there's gonna be better options, you know what I'm saying? A minute 13. MAD ability here. A minute 24. If the BTD wasn't getting blocked so much from the walls, this definitely would be great. Okay, that'd be like a minute 37. Now, a minute 37 is good, but it's like not great. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we can do better than that. I'm gonna try a bolt-based strategy with like a glue strike to add damage. All right, so how would this do? We have 2 aircraft carriers, a carrier flagship, and 2 glue strikes. Hopefully that'll give us enough glue strike uptime to do pretty good against the boss. We want to glue strike immediately. Perfect. Keep this on strong. Keep them on strong. Of course. The glue strike's still on, so once we see the glue particles off of the boss, that's when I'll use the next glue strike ability. We're popping it pretty quickly. The nice part about this strategy is that it can still attack the boss at the very top. It doesn't have to like wait for it to get closer to the wall. Okay. It looks like we'll be at roughly a minute 23. That's faster, but still not great. All right, so my next strategy is probably gonna be the fastest kill yet. The only problem is I have to wait for these first strike abilities to come up before I can do it. First strike, sell, replace. Wait for the invincibility to be over. First strike again, sell, replace. First strike again, sell, replace. You see the tactic though? I feel like this is a good tactic. Sell, replace. And now we have 4 first strikes to get through the rest. Wait, you can kill it while it has the shield on it, right? Did I just do that? Let me test this again. You can. I don't have to wait. So our time could be much quicker then. The only problem is we still have to wait that initial cooldown time, but I mean, it is what it is. I didn't want to pre-buy defense and build like the wrong defense in round 39, which would hurt me even more. I'm going to use 4 abilities. Nope, I can't do that. I have to stagger them a little bit, I think. My guess is I have to wait for Vortex to stop moving backwards, and then I can use the rest of the abilities, if that makes sense. That's how much I have to stagger them by. So use ability right now, sell, now, sell, now, sell, now, sell. Perfect. We have to wait for them to come back now. Now. 44 seconds. That was the quickest yet, right? Yeah, that was a quick kill. And I think the way we'll just build our farming up once again is similar to what I did last time with the Mehalic first. We want to sell these off, obviously. And here's what our farming looks like. Pretty clean stuff. I like this. It's definitely possible to get quicker tier 1 kills if you prepare your first strikes beforehand, but given the circumstances, I think that was solid. And as far as farming is concerned, we've got 2 overclocked BRFs now. And I don't think I'm actually going to spam more overclocked BRFs at this point. What we're actually going to do is kind of switch over to boat farming. I know it's what a lot of people have been utilizing on this boss, and I'll do the exact same thing. As there's not much land space for farms, there's a lot of water space for boats though. And at a certain point here, I will sell my BRFs and replace them with central markets to buff my boat farms, but I don't think that's worthwhile to do right now. Probably once we get the max boats up, I'll do that. Now, unfortunately, we're not able to fit every single boat farm inside of the range of monkey cities, so that does hurt us a little bit income-wise, but it's not the end of the world or anything. We've got a pretty significant amount of boat farms up. Start building these into favorite trades now. I think this is also probably the right time to actually sell off my banana farms here and my overclocks just to get the central markets up and buff the boat farms. Because central markets give merchantmen plus 10% income, which is actually really good. So we can fit 2 over here, and actually we'll fit 2 more central markets on the right side as well. 1 there. 1 right there. Perfect. So how much cash am I actually making at the end of the round from this? Let's see. I've got like, how much do I have on hand? 4K, give or take. Maybe 5K after I pop this Moab. We get like 25K, that's crazy. And this is actually not the maximum amount of farms, because what I can do here is get snowstorms up. And I should be able to freeze the water with this. Yeah. To get more central markets up here. That way we can get even more buffs on the merchantmen. Now, as far as the next boss defend is concerned, I'm feeling like I'm going to prepare a couple first strikes preemptively. I think first strikes again would be a good tactic. Just because this time around I do actually have a Rejuve potion. I think I get the second rejuvenation potion in stock on round 60 as well. So that'll be really helpful. Let's get a hot shot in here. We're fine. Oh wait, I haven't been anti-stoling these rounds. These, what is it called? These snowstorms are stoling the rounds out. Do I get a penalty here? I do. All right, to avoid that from happening, I'll just get a first strike up here then. Okay, so first strike does 10,000 damage. How much HP does this have? 175k split between 8 skulls, which means I should take 2 first strikes per skull No, it's actually a little bit, it's 3. And I can get 2 refreshes with Geraldo. Okay, we need to do the math on that. If it's 3 per skull and there's 8 skulls, I need 24 total abilities. All right, here's what I'll do then. In all honesty, I can just get 12 first strikes and use the rejuvenation potion before the boss comes out. So then I have the first strikes literally, all the first strikes literally from the start. I think it's the best way to play it for me. So we'll use the rejuvenation potion before the boss comes out. Now I have every ability available. I'll use 3 at a time. And then our rejuve potion after I use 12. Wait. 3. Rejuve. I feel like I can do that faster. I'm taking too long between the abilities. Rejuve. Okay. There we go. That's it. Fast kill right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fast kill. Sell these off. Get my central markets back. So I can make the big end of round income. Sell, sell, sell. Central market. Sell, 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 sell. More central markets. Perfect. So one little trick you can actually do here, and I'm going to do with my farming real quick, is I can place farms like half on the land, half on the water here, like this. And if I sell the ice tower, they don't actually get sold. And with that tactic in mind, I now have the 10 central markets that I want. Okay, so we can actually expand our farming even more from what it looks like right now. I'll show you how we can do that. But before we do that, might as well get a Monkey Wall Street in here too. Because why the heck not? And the way we can expand it more is by actually opening up the center spot, which is done by getting all 3 tier 5 Mer Monkeys. So I'll get the top path, I'll sell it. I'm gonna sell some of these off. I'll get the middle path, sell that. And now I'll get the bottom path, sell that. You can see all 3 things lit up, and I'll just tap this and it opens up. And here's the final farming setup, guys. I mean, isn't it marvelous? Bunch of farms on the water. We've got overclocks kind of snuck in the middle now. We've got 20 boats. We've got the central markets buff in the boats. It's great. And we should be able to make a lot of money coming into the tier 3 boss defend off of this. Okay, one other thing I should do. This is actually not my final farming. I just realized I should have a bigger Monkeyopolis. So overclock this one, get an Opolis here, and then I'll still get the Monkey City back over here. And that will be making even more money per round. Here we go, tier 4. We've got 800,000 on hand, a lot of things we can sell. Question is, first of all, how much HP does the boss have? 1.172 million. That means it's about 15 first strikes per skull. That's a lot. I was thinking I was going to do first strikes for this as well. All right, I've got 36 first strikes here, and I'm going to use 18 per skull. You technically only need 15 per skull, but just to play it safe, I got a couple more. And the plan here is I'm going to use Rejuvenation Potion first of all, get all my abilities off cooldown. I guess I'll overclock some farms before the round starts. And the plan here is I'll use all the abilities, Rejuvenation Potion, use all the abilities again, upgrade Geraldo to level 20 to restock the shop, and then do the exact same thing one more time. So we gotta be quick with this. Perfect. Restock. Why did that not restock all of them? Oh, it's because they're stunned. I did not realize it worked like that. So we don't want to place any in the top left area. All right, so we rebuilt our defense, but this time around I sold off some of my BRFs instead of the central markets to place the first strikes more on the right so they don't get stunned. And let's run it. Okay, wait. Rejuve Potion. Upgrade level 20. Rejuve. Okay. Rejuve again. That's it. That was a quick kill. That was a quick kill. That's what I like to see. And we did it without selling very many of our things. That's the best part. Also, I should definitely place the Paragon Totems now too. So we'll do that since I bought level 20 to defend. Okay, round 97. After this round ends, I'm actually gonna get my Paragons right now in preparation for the tier 4 defend. And I'd like degree 80 if possible. But the question is, how much do I need to put in the slider for degree 80? If I put it max in, 84. Okay. All right, we'll do 1.1 million then. I feel like that's gotta be 80. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. And then on top of a degree 80 bolt Paragon, I want to get a engineer Paragon as well, believe it or not. All right. Now, I'm probably not gonna be able to get a very high degree Engineer Paragon, unfortunately. I don't have that much cash to put in the slider at the end of the day. All right, and what degree Engineer Paragon do I get here? Max out the slider. 38. I gotta restart that and get degree 40. I'm not gonna take a 38, dude. Probably sell off my Monkey Wall Street as well for a little bit more degrees, I'd imagine. All right, my only concern with the way I'm playing this is I'm spending a lot of money for tier 4 to the point where my farming's definitely gonna be stunted for tier 5, but I think it's the correct play. Now, question is, does this give me degree 60? Please. Or not degree 60, or degree 40, yeah. I don't know why I was thinking 60. Okay, so we have degree 80 boat, degree 40 engineer. And the reason why I wanted to get it up early instead of waiting is so then I have time to get the engineer sentries in here. That's important. And we'll place the sentries up here at the top. I think I should have gotten on round 97 though, to be honest, not round 98, because I definitely don't have time to get all 3 upgrade sentries here. Probably only 2. Or actually, it looks like only 1. Wow, yeah, the rounds get anti-stalled so hard for my boat Paragon. That's not good. Well, then this is definitely going to be the slowest defend yet, but it is what it is. Let's see how we do. Keep this on strong. Run it. I could actually should I sell the sentries to explode them? I could do that. No, we're still popping it pretty quickly. I don't think I sell the sentries because what I can do is replace the sentries soon with just the abilities from the Sentry Paragon. The explosions should do a lot of damage. That's what I'm looking forward to. Wait, explode. Yeah, that does a lot. That pretty much hit the skull immediately. Okay, wait for it to come back. Collect the stuff, explode. Oh, that was a bad explosion. I think I retry that round. Because I was right next to the skull. I should just wait until we hit it. Yeah. Explode now. Perfect. The timing of the explosions is important. Explode now. Nice. We're still dealing with this pretty quick, in all honesty. Definitely could have been better if I got my NG Paragon slightly earlier, but not a bad defend at the end of the day. And that should be the last skull down. Perfect. That's clean. So one change Ninja Kiwi actually made in the recent update is once you get the boat Paragon up, you can actually get a boat army of 40 boats instead of 20 boats. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. All right, so I now have the max favorite trade army at 40 favorite trades, which is kind of crazy to look at, I'm not going to lie. So the question is, how much does it actually make me per round? I'm at 31k right now, so it's not bad. I'm at 43k, 48k. That made me like 100,000. That was actually nuts. Okay. Maybe I should have just gotten the boat Paragon like super early, to be honest, and not worried about the degree on it, just to get the bigger favorite trades army. That might have been a play. Either way, the plan is pretty simple. We're just going to farm to our maximum, and the plan for tier 5 is I think I'm just going to add a wizard Paragon to the mix and see how fast we can defend with that. Okay, I've definitely made another mistake. I should have gotten the wizard Paragon on like round 117 to get the abilities off cooldown. I forgot to do that, but I'll get it up right now. At least we're not doing it on round 120, right? We get up 1 round earlier. We actually farmed a pretty good bit though. Selling everything and selling my rare Quincy action figure, I have 3 million, which is pretty solid. Definitely could have done better, but I'll take it. And now we'll spam some wizards to get the tiers in here. Now question is, what degree am I going to get? I was getting some Wizard Lord Phoenix pops in the process, but I only got 130k, so degree 80 is definitely out of the question, but I think degree 60 I probably should get here. Let's see. 73. Okay, that was actually higher than I anticipated. And this time around, I also do have all 3 sentries pre-placed at the top, so that we've got that going for us too. So yeah, we definitely aren't going to have that Metamorphosis ability. It takes so long to come off cooldown. I needed to get this Wizard Paragon on like round 117 for that. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here we go. Tier 5 defend. How much HP does this thing have? 23 million. Very solid amount. Let's use an explosion off the start. And it's so fast too. Yeah, not having that Metamorphosis is going to be cost me, I'm not gonna lie. It's fine, it's fine. Place this here. Oh no, our boat Paragon and our wizard Paragon got stunned from that. That is awful. That's actually awful. Let's get another move that there. Once this gets unstunned, I can use the Metamorphosis. How long does that stun actually last? Holy cow. It's still stunned. Don't get stunned again. It didn't get stunned this time. That's good. Okay. Don't get stunned. Don't get stunned. Oh, it's gonna get stunned, isn't it? No, dude. Okay, this time around, though, our Engineer Paragon and our Boat Paragon are still attacking, which is good, but that hurts me so much. I feel like maybe I could have gotten better placements then. If things are just constantly getting stunned. Yeah. Wait, am I gonna even defend? I might struggle to defend this, to be honest. Well, I think we'll be good. Because when it knocks back, I can now use the Metamorphosis. Come on. Well, maybe not. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is a problem. Try this again. This time around, I'm gonna sell the sentries. At the top. Pop the initial layer faster with that. Yep. We get knocked back early. That's fantastic. I wonder if using this Wizard Paragon Explosion's worth as well. That might make a difference. Explosion. I wasn't using that last time. I don't know if that makes a difference for us, but hopefully it does. This has turned into not a popping the boss fast, but just popping the boss entirely because the stuns are ridiculous. Okay, sell that. Wait, I get the arc. I get the ability here. Metamorphosis. Okay, this is perfect, and it shouldn't get stunned here. Yep, we're doing so much better this time. This is literally the difference that a couple like Sentry Explosions and ability timings can make. Look how much better we're doing this time. I mean, come on. I think just auto-selling my sentries made a huge difference here. So this one, wait. Now. Okay. We're almost there. We should be able to get through these last two skulls. Unfortunately, the boss is starting to get in dangerous territory, though. Everything got stunned. Literally everything got stunned. Snowstorm abilities? Get unstunned, please. Get unstunned, please. I beg of you. It's still stunned. How long? Oh my gosh. I need to figure out a better way to do this. Sell. Okay, this time not everything got stunned. Well, actually, it was the last skull last time. It wasn't this skull. I can't let my Engineer Paragon get stunned. That's what needs to not happen. There we go. This time the Engineer Paragon stayed unstunned. Okay, I think I'm good then. Get that in here. Yeah, we should be fine. Explode. Explode. We're good. 547. Honestly, not even that bad of a time. Tier 5 defend was a problem because our Wizard Paragon... I feel like it wouldn't have been a problem if I got my Wizard Paragon earlier. I just got it on round 119 when I should have got it round 117. Now, where's that put me on the leaderboard? 27. Okay, so not top 10 like I would have liked. But this is definitely will stick for a top 50 as there's only 2 hours left. So I'll take another top 50 badge, which will be my number 9. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely a pretty difficult boss with the stuns and everything, but I had a lot of fun. I'm like out. Peace, guys. Have a good one. You guys love boss challenges and I love boss challenges, so today we're taking on Elite Phayze. And looking at the modifiers, the boss HP is set at 150% this week, but the boss is a little bit slower than normal at 75%. Along with that, there's a Paragon limit of 4. Now, as per usual, I will be taking on ranked mode, so looking at the leaderboard, this week is actually time-based, so I'm going to aim for a top 5 time, which is currently set at 6 minutes and 44 seconds. And if you guys have been enjoying the boss challenges on the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm really trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, so thank you for your support. Alright, so for this boss event, we actually have 0 extra starting cash, which is a little bit out of the ordinary in all honesty. Normally with these events, you do have extra starting cash, but what I'm going to do here is actually wait to place Geraldo on round 2. And the reason behind that is because without any extra cash, it's going to be really hard to afford that rare Quincy action figure, so I kind of want to build up in value a little bit slower just so that I can afford to place it down. But yeah, we are going Geraldo just because Geraldo is the best hero for time to bosses in my humble opinion. And with the round 2 Geraldo placement, I do afford that rare Quincy action figure, I think mid-round 6 here, hopefully. Perfect. And then I also added a shooty turret to the mix just because we can't let the rounds drag out too long or else I'll get a time penalty since it is a timed boss. And now we'll focus on farming, which to farm hard here, I'm actually going to sell Geraldo. Crazy play, but that'll allow me to afford my first farm really early, which should allow me to afford a mid-round 10 here. Perfect. Do I get a banana from this? Let's see. I do. Nice. And then I'm going to upgrade this farm to a 200, and we'll save it for a second farm. which second farm is now afforded. Perfect. Second farm will also be a 200 as same as the first. All right, both farms are now 200, which means we can start building towards a bank, but I do need a little bit more defense on my end, so I'm thinking adding a submarine to the mix is never a bad idea. One of the most effective early game defenses for cheap. Valuable bananas on this farm here. Come on, perfect. And then this farm sells for how much? 2,589, which means I need a little bit more than $1,000 on hand to afford that bank. Okay. How are we looking at subballoons here? We're gonna leak a little bit, but nothing too crazy, I'm hoping. The main thing we want to avoid is that time penalty. Do I avoid it? Yes. All right, sell. Got it. Right before the round ended as well. It's fantastic. Round 23 bank. Oh, wait. I got a time penalty there. Okay, I can't take that. We gotta retry from 20. That one definitely could have been avoided. 100%. All right, we're back to round 23. Let's try this again and avoid the penalty this time. Last time I had a 1 second penalty, which is, I can't take that if I'm going for a good rank time. 1 extra second on my ending time is quite a bit. Let's get the bank here in a second. Perfect. Can I snipe those balloons? Yes, there we go. And now we simply let that bank cook up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we've made it to round 28 lead balloons. I think we just simply get red hot rings on my boomerang, and that should be able to deal with these. Hopefully. Let's see. Not too many leaks there. Yeah, we're good. And then after round 29 concludes, I'm going to sell my rare Quincy action figure. That's my plan. It is worth, what, $9,000 at this point, so it's not bad. We can get an IMF loan with that money and deposit the cash into it. Now that I have the IMF loan, though, I technically want to stall the round a little bit, so I feel like I can probably accomplish that through some targeting of towers. Like, I don't want to pop that lead balloon, ideally, until later. That's not really going to happen, though. I can't really avoid that from... Yeah. What if I keep the boomerang on first the entire time? Does that stall the round anymore for me? I'm hoping that's a yes. It stalled around a little bit longer, I think. Yeah, okay, that was about a third of the cooldown. And then we got, what, another third of the cooldown in round 31. So I'm hoping round 32 I can actually just get the IMF loan ability here. And it looks like I am going to have it off cooldown here. That's fantastic. Let's go. We are going to sell all of my defenses. Let me cook here, guys. I'm going to get 2 discount villages. And then under double discount, I'm going to get my Mehalic right here. Come on, right when the round starts. Perfect. And now under triple discount, I would like to get a balloon trap as soon as possible as well. I can't afford it right now, unfortunately. Also, we're going to have to leak these camo balloons. Hopefully, I don't get a time penalty because of that. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like currently there is no time penalty. We're chilling. Just leaked a bunch of lives, that's all. And that's a pretty solid start if I do say so myself. I like how that felt. The next thing I want to purchase here is a rubber to gold. Rubber to gold's really good now. They buffed it recently. So hopefully I can afford that soon. Reset this. Oh, I'm almost there, dude. Come on. One more crate. There we go. Rubber to gold. Nice. Larger potions on you. Perfect. That'll give me a lot of money. Yeah, $2,000 collect there. That's huge. And I guess at this point we start farming again a little bit. Well, actually, I do need camo detection. So to get camo detection, we can get a... Oh, I don't have a camo potion. Ooh, wait a second. I should have placed Geraldo earlier. I forgot to place Geraldo, okay. All right, so in the case that we don't have the Geraldo camo potion yet, because I don't have Geraldo placed yet, what I'm going to do is get a crossbow in the back for these camo balloons, because I don't have room to really leak these anymore, unfortunately. So this is really what has to be done. I should still probably get Geraldo down, though, this round, I think. That's not a bad decision. Oh, no, Geraldo actually reaches the balloons up top. Well, that was actually an awful play. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how Geraldo reaches that. Now it's going to steal my balloon trap pops, low-key. I did not think that would reach the track. That's kind of insane that it does. I'm not going to lie. Well, now I have Geraldo leveled up enough to give the camo potion, so we might as well do that. A little bit late to the party there. I also should get a glue gunner down here to clump the balloons more from my rubber to gold. We're chilling against all of this stuff, right? Rubber to gold's actually making me some insane cash. That's fantastic. All right, in round 30, it just concluded, so I need to plan my round 40 defense, which is Phayze. So you want stuff that has good camo detection. I'm thinking Sky Shredder could be pretty solid. So how about this? We save for an overclock before round 40 hits, so I have that ability off cooldown ideally. I think that'll be a really good play. Wait. Come on. I'm actually so close, dude. I should retry this. Wait, no, let's get overclock now. Target trap. I got somewhat off cooldown, okay. It's gonna take us a long time to pop Phayze anyway, so I guess we don't need overclock off the rip. Okay, sell the trap. We're gonna get favorite trades here. Sell off everything else. Under discount, I'm going to get an ace right about here.
Operation Dartstorm, middle crosspath. I'm also going to get an alchemist buff for it. And now we sell the village, sell the boat, Sky Shredder. Perfect. And I should probably get Jungle Drum's village back in here. Have enough money for that. Okay. We'll put it on Wing Monkey. Let's send it. Come on. Yeah, the ace micro here is very unoptimal though. Like where my pad is placed, I can't really keep the ace on top of Phayze, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's gonna take so long to pop it. Yeah, this is actually very, very slow. Oh no. I feel like with better ace micro, I could probably cut the time down quite a bit. But man, the ace is not popping this fast. Let's see what the overall time is at when I finish. And we could try different techniques too. This doesn't have to be the final, like, frontier. Yeah, we're looking at, like, near 2 minutes for this defend. That's way too long. Okay. I'm thinking Carpet of Spikes could be pretty good. The only problem with Carpet, though, is that I can't keep the overclock with it because I just don't have money for the Carpet then. Now, that did not take down a Skull, though, which is what we were looking for. I think Sky Shredder is actually still better than the Carpet of Spikes, low-key. Yeah. Okay, that's over 2 minutes. Alright, last thing to test here. What about a Master Bomber? Now, ideally, I stole the round out and don't let too many rounds pass while we're trying to defend the boss. So I'm going to have some totems here. How long does this take? I don't know if overclock even affects the sticky throwing timing. I don't think it does. Yeah, so overclock's kind of useless here, I'm now realizing. Okay, we have 2 skulls remaining. It actually is kind of faster than the ace. I'm not going to lie. We're on the last skull now. Hopefully round 41 does not end here. Yep, we're stolen that green balloon nicely. And it looks like our total time was roughly 2 minutes. I think that was actually faster than the ace. Let's go. I'm going to get a banana farm right here. I'm going to use my overclock on it. Now I'm going to sell the overclock. Favorite trades, sell the Master Bomber. Sell the favorite trades. Under 3 discounts, I get a Monkey City, but I'm not going to sacrifice this farm. Stay with me now. I'm going to get a low farm sacrifice. Perfect. Range on you. That now reaches. We'll upgrade the overclocked BRF into a banana research facility. I'm going to get my balloon trap back in here, along with the rubber to gold alchemist. And I feel like that's quite the setup to start off with. I think we've played that somewhat well. All right, fast forward a couple of rounds, and here's what my farming game is looking like. We're kind of just saving up money right now. We're getting a second central market first, and then we'll save money towards a banana central, because that banana central is going to be monumental for us in our route to get a lot of money for the next defend. So I guess maybe we get a, what's it called, favorite trades in here too, for that increased sellback. Okay, so how much money do I actually have at this point? If I sell all 3 of these farms, I get another about 60k, and I could sell that as well, 67k. We're close. I think I can technically afford if I sell like everything. Is that worth? Let's see. I'm gonna be literally like $80 off. It's gonna be crazy close. So I sell the glue gunner as well then. There we go, now I afford it. And we can just buy the glue gunner back. Okay. Still a pretty early banana central. I'll take it. Definitely respectable. And I should get the second balloon trap back in here as well, because one balloon trap definitely won't keep up with the balloons. And also, Geraldo just hit level 9, which is fantastic, so I do have the fertilizer. Put that on the farm, of course. And now we simply spam banana research facilities with the rest of the time I have until the tier 2 boss defend. Let's get it. Now, one thing I need to do while farming here is actually level up Geraldo this round, because I need to get 2 rejuvenation potions for round 60. So that means I need to hit level 11 Geraldo this round. Okay. We'll have to upgrade him to level 10, and then upgrade to level 11 as well here. Can I afford it, actually? Wait a second. Sell the glue gunner. Now I can afford it. Perfect. I should be able to deal with this mob fine, right? Yeah, we're chilling. Because the way the rejuvenation potion works is right when you buy the level, it gives you 1, but then it takes 5 rounds to give you another 1. So I want it by round 60, obviously, because we will be using abilities for the next tier defend. All right, round 59 has now concluded. So I have a special operations on my side with a favorite trades inside of it. So let's sell off everything besides these 2 overclocks, because these overclocks are going to be sacrifices, since part of the plan for this defend involves a support temple. So let's get it right here with discount. We'll sell a discount. Temple sacrifice, perfect. And I have $280,000 to build my setup. Okay. Obviously, we want a homeland defense, a glue storm, and a cripple Moab. Super brittle as well, of course. And now the rest of the cash can go into spike storms. I think that's a pretty solid plan of attack here. All right, and we'll start this off with the rejuvenation potion used. How many spike storms do I actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. I'm trying to do some mental math here on how many I can actually use, like, when. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. Let's run it. Homeland defense. We'll use 4. Then I'll use 4 more. Or 5 more, rather. Oh, that actually did not pop it as fast as I would have liked, huh? 5 more. Is Homeland Defense still active? I need to sell off this, actually, to afford another Rejuvenation Potion. Okay, that was a fast kill. Come on, be another fast kill, please. Oh, this one's actually slow. Yeah, it really just depends on where the boss is on the map for how long it takes, because over here, it's not hitting that many of the spikes at once, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I can do better than this. It's taking way too long at the end here, too. Yeah, it's gonna drag out quite a bit. That takes way too long. That's like a 320 kill. That can be done better. Alright, idea number 2 here. We have Plasma Monkey Fan Club spam, ladies and gentlemen. I can reset the abilities right now, and then use the Fan Club and micro it to transform all the darts at once. Maybe that could do some work? I don't know. We'll see. Let's run it. 2 of them. Okay, that's actually pretty quick right now. Wait before I micro again. We don't technically need to at the moment. It's actually being really quick at the moment. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Again. Twice more. Perfect. I need a Rejuvenation Potion to Homeland Defense this again. Oh, it's going to get out of the range, though. This last skull is going to take a little bit of time. That's fine. That was actually much quicker. You wouldn't really think to try that, but it actually worked quite well. I liked it. Time to sell off everything again. So after that tier 2 defend, I liked where I was at, but I realized Geraldo wasn't actually giving me as much value as I hoped, so I ended up doing an entire new run with Benjamin instead, which is going to help my farming a lot. As you can see here, my early game farming route was basically the same as with Geraldo, but this time around I have so much more money, our tier 1 defend can actually be done with an MAD and an ALK buff, which pretty much cut the time for the tier 1 defend in half with about a minute long defend. Very good. Then I just boat farm between the tier 1 and tier 2 defend, and you can see here, since I don't have Geraldo, I actually just prepped the abilities in round 59 for my tier 2 defend. I'm going to do fan clubs once again here, and this time I also had some spike factors at the top just for the mob shredder spikes to help me out at the start. And with microing the fan clubs, our tier 2 defend was also significantly faster. We're looking at about 1 minute 43 seconds. So this time around with Benjamin in our strategy, we defended tier 1 and tier 2 boss about 20 seconds faster than the tier 1 boss fight altogether from my first attempt. After that defend though, I pretty much sold off all of my defenses once again, kept the Sun Temple, went straight back to boat farming, got a Lord of the Abyss up for the 20 boats, and got the 10 favorite trades in here as well. Then I got a Banana Central on my side, started ultra boosting that guy, got some BRFs, kept spamming those around, and filled the entire map up eventually, which takes us back to where the live commentary comes in again. Alright, we're finally back with run number 2, guys, and this is what my farming is looking like. We did a lot better farming-wise this time, thanks to Benjamin and just a little bit cleaner defends and farming routes. But yeah, we're gonna get some more income this round and then prepare ourselves for the tier 3 defend. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, I've already prepared a lot of abilities because I've got a plan here. Alright, so the first thing I'd like to do before we defend this is actually sell everything inside the temple's range because I want to get a true sun god. So I don't want to over-sacrifice, obviously. Alright, we have cleared the space. Now I'm going to get my true sun god temple up with 50,000 support sacrifice. And in addition to the true sun god temple, I'm also going to get a support temple down here to buff its range. Nice. And now it's time to spam dart monkeys, ladies and gentlemen. Alright guys, the setup is finally complete. So here's the plan. I'm going to use Homeland Defense, Glue Storm, and then micro 6 Plasma Monkey Fan Clubs, wait for them to die off, and then micro 6 more. I guess I also have 4 overclocks available, so I might as well, I guess, just overclock a couple dart monkeys. Why not? Okay, there's 6 abilities used. How fast are we going to pop it down? It doesn't look like we're popping it very fast, but remember, the game's lagging an insane amount, so it's actually quite quick. Okay. 3rd skull here. Oh, the abilities are running out. The abilities are running out. More micros. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Glue Storm again. Oh, the boss is getting outside the range now, though. This is bad. I need to sell Super Riddle and move it here. And get an embrittlement down here as well. Wait, I forgot Cripple Moab. I actually completely forgot Cripple Moab. That is like the most important thing to have in the defense. Okay, well, I'm gonna redo this. All right, the setup is built once again. This time around, I do have a Cripple Moab, so we have that
taken care of. And I also built all of them into Super Monkey Fan Clubs, which might seem weird, but the Super Monkey Fan Club actually has extra damage over the Trip Dart when transformed from the Plasma Monkey Fan Club. So it's going to help us out damage-wise as well. And we have a Perma Brew in the middle, which won't help us out too much, but it'll throw the brew on a couple Dart Monkeys mid-defense. So a little bit of a help there. But yeah, let's run it again. There's 6 abilities. Do it again. Okay. How long? How long? Oh no, it's going to be in this section again. This is the section that takes too long. Super Riddle down here. Blue Storm, please. That still was a pretty quick kill. I like it. That was good. 225 through 3 tiers. Guys, remember my first run through, my first tier alone was about 2 minutes. We're like almost the same time through 3 tiers this time around. Much, much better. And obviously we want to solve everything once again with my helicopter, so let's do that. By the way, each of these darts have like 40,000 pops, 50,000 pops on some of them, just from that one defend. These guys do an insane amount of damage. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, this is how many farms I was able to fit. You would think you could fit more, but in all honesty, like, I messed around with the placements quite a bit. I couldn't fit any more. But either way, what we're gonna do here now is get up a big Monkeyopolis on my end. So let's overclock this village and build this guy up. Perfect. And just like that, the farming setup is now complete. I have filled the map with overclocks as well, obviously. And yeah, let's get back to farming. Yes, sirski. Should be able to make a lot of money before this tier 4 defend. We will start using Paragons on tier 4 as well. That's my plan. All right, after round 95 concludes, I think I'm going to get my Paragons up. That's my plan, so let's do it. I've got 2 Paragons in mind for tier 4 defend. The Wizard Paragon and the Engineer Paragon. I ideally want degree 60 of both, but that might be a little bit ambitious, so we'll see if I can achieve that. All right, so I already have a lot of money spent on overclocks, and I did get 600,000 pops with my triple XL, which helps me out a little bit. Let me see, if I did 0 cash slider, what degree do I get? 37, okay. Yeah, according to my math, there's no way I'd be able to afford degree 60 on both then, if this is only 37. So here's what I'm gonna do then. I'm going to get a degree 40 Engineer Paragon with 150,000 in the slider. Hopefully that's degree 40. 41, I'll take it. And then I need 1.87 million in the slider for degree 60 Wizard, which I can't actually afford right now. Huh. I think degree 60 is needed, so we'll wait 1 round. A little bit unfortunate that I need to do this, but that's fine. I'm also gonna get some pops on the Wizards here too, which is nice. All right, so if I did max cash slider, do I get degree 60 here? 59 still, dang. That means I'll have to sell off a farm, but I guess that's fine. Does that now give me enough? Okay, degree 60, I'll take it. All right, so unfortunately, I don't have that wizard ability yet, but I'm really close. Now I'm gonna sell farms once again here. All right, so we have finished my setup now, and I just learned from some nice guys on Discord that the difference between having a Super Monkey Fan Club transformed versus the triple shot's insane, because the fan club actually gives you twice the attack. Because having it as a fan club actually gives you twice the attack speed, which is obviously a big difference. So 100% was a good idea doing that. But yeah, plan is basically the same as last time here. We're gonna overclock my Perma Brew, and then right when the round starts, we start microing. Okay, Homeland Defense, Glue Storm, Micro Fan Clubs. Let's go. Use the Phoenix ability as well. Perfect. How fast are we damaging this? Actually, quite nicely. This is good. This is very good. I'm not gonna have to micro again for a little bit. I think I start microing again now. There we go, 6 micros. Oh, it's escaping the range of my things now. Sell and move the Super Riddle. Perfect. Bring a sentry down here. Maybe I should have technically... Oh wait, Homeland Defense needs to be microed too. That's the biggest mistake I've made. I should have microed Homeland Defense right away. Man. I'm gonna roll with it because I really don't want to build this entire setup again. That would take way too long for my liking. But dude, that's not good. And fan clubs actually wore off. Maybe I do try it again then. Because this is gonna take way too long. Let's see what my time is. It's actually not taking as long as you think because of the lag mixed in here too, but I think we go again. I think we go again here. Yeah. And we save the Metamorphosis ability for when the boss is farther down the track. That's also a good idea. All right, take 2 here. We got this. Let's run it.
I'm gonna place the sentry here. Once I get the chance. Can I place you anywhere? There we go. Perfect. I think we start microing more. Okay, I need a micro homeland defense. Let's use Metamorphosis after the skull gets hit. Now. Where's my Plasmonkey fan club? Where is it? There it is. Micro more. Okay. We should be good here. Replace the sentry down here. What's our time there? 320. That's gotta be much faster than the previous attempt, right? I feel like that was clean. I spent a lot more money because I microed more times, but it's worth it. It's worth it. The only annoying part about that is I can't really collect my bananas while defending. Like, there's so many things I need to micro that collecting the money too is just, like, not really possible. All right, the overclocks have been spammed once again. Now, one thing I am going to do here is I'm actually going to sell my support temple, which might seem weird. I'll be getting it back later, but the reason behind selling it is I want the range of my True Sun God to be a little bit less. That way we can get Flying Fortress pops. And I'm also getting stuns at the top to help the Flying Fortress get pops. So we'll get a Balloon Crush and a Super Glue up here. Because I want to get a strong degree Ace Paragon for the next tier. Alright, we've made it to round 116. After this round concludes, I think I'm going to build my tier 5 setup. This round has a lot of RBE though, so I should be able to get a lot of Ace pops in here. I'm already at 5.5 million on the Ace, which is actually quite good. We've done a good job at getting those pops in. Unfortunately though, with my Paragon calculator, there's no chance I'd be able to get degree 80 Ace, which is kind of what I was aiming for, so I think we'll do degree 60 then. Let's sell farms to clear space. Do I just sell every farm at this point? Let's do that. We'll make it simple. Every farm gets sold off here. We'll keep the Banana Central for a couple more rounds though, because we can make income from that pretty nicely. And we'll keep the Opolis here too for now. Alright, I need to put about 450,000 in the slider with the amount of aces I've placed. Is that degree 60? Come on. Perfect. Now what else? I have $1 million remaining. So now what else? I have 1,500,000 remaining, which I do want to get the Super Monkey Fan Club army, of course, but we can probably wait on that. But I can probably get other stuff and still afford it too. So I'm thinking we get a sub Paragon here. Just a degree 1 to submerge it for faster cooldowns. Perfect. That'll buff my wizard and my ace. And then we'll get a degree 20 boat pair. Oh wait, there's a Paragon limit. I was gonna say we're gonna get a degree 20 boat Paragon as well, but with the Paragon limit in mind, is there something better to get than the submarine Paragon? Maybe a Spike Factory Paragon would be good. Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild the Paragons and we'll do a Spike Factory Paragon instead of submarine Paragon. That's my plan. Degree 60 ace once again though. As for the degree on the Spike Factory Paragon, I think I'm just gonna go for a low degree 20 because I don't have that much cash. The main purpose of this guy is to help me with the initial layer of Phayze because I'll have a small pile at the start. So that'll be nice. All right, that should be degree 20. No cash slider. Perfect, 21. And now I'm going to spam Dart Monkeys around the map because I want to start getting these Perma Brood for the tier 5 defend. All right, and some of you guys may be wondering why I have 80 overclocks on my side. And the reason behind is I actually want to overclock these Dart Monkeys before the boss comes out. And then make them into Plasmonkey Fan Clubs, obviously. All right, we can start selling off overclocks now. I've done most of them. Now, obviously, that's not going to be my entire defensive setup. Let's get some other 5th tiers in here, like the MAD, the Ray of Doom, and the Balloon Exclusion Zone. We'll overclock these guys as well. Oh, I do need to think about where I want my support temple, though. That's actually important. I guess I can go right here. This is not a bad spot for it. Temple. Range on it. Now it range buffs it. Nice. They've got 600k to work with. Okay. Let's see how much money I have after upgrading all of these to Super Monkey Fan Clubs. Alright, we still have 450k remaining, so that means more Super Monkey Fan Clubs incoming. And I also should probably get something like a Legend of the Night in here. Why not? Just other strong 5th tiers are a good idea. And I think it's time to roll here. I need to save some money, obviously, to be able to micro this. So let's send it. There's so many things I need to use too. It's actually going to be kind of chaotic, trying to micro everything at once. But I think I'm ready for it. Go. Fan Club. Micro the fan clubs. Place down a sentry. Where? Perfect. Let's use that ability. Our wizard Paragon isn't full mana yet, so I'm waiting for that until I use the wizard ability. Okay, we hit the first goal. That's a good sign. Let's use ace ability now. And wizard ability. Micro more fan clubs. They're gonna run out here soon. Micro homeland. Perfect. Place another sentry here. Nice. I've got no abilities ready yet. More fan club micros. More fan club micros. We gotta get them back up. I can micro another homeland at some point soon here. I'm gonna place a sentry. Nice. Let's micro a homeland. Glue Storm. Target the MAD. Ray of Doom. MAD ability. Oh crap. These ran out. These ran out. Micro again. Oh, I need to use Ace ability. Ace ability here. Perfect. Our damage is definitely slowing here. I've messed up micro a little bit. Micro homeland. More fan clubs. Metamorphosis. Sentry down here. Perfect. Blue Storm. Let's move my Super Midwood on here. Nice. And get an Embrittlement down here too. Okay, we're almost there. Micro homeland again. Last homeland micro. Come on. Let's pop it. I have Ace ability again. Target this. There. Ace ability. Blue Storm. Micro more of these. Wizard Paragon Explosion. Sentry at the bottom. All abilities. Spike Paragon ability. I get Metamorphosis here in a second. Morphosis. Please. Use it. Come on. We're almost there. We're almost there. Mad ability. What's our time? 5:45. That last defend definitely could have been better. It's like so difficult when you've got to micro 30 different things at once, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I'll take it. That was a fun run, doing it with all the Plasma Monkey fan clubs. Where am I at on the leaderboard? I think I might be second. Yeah, Carler with sub 4 minutes is kind of insane, but honestly, I can see where you can cut a lot of time from my run, so it's not unrealistic, in my opinion. I have a crazy Dreadbloon challenge today. We will be taking on ranked normal mode with the goal of beating Dreadbloon in under 1 minute. That sounds ridiculous, I know. And if that wasn't crazy enough, the boss also has 2 times HP this week. And looking at the boss leaderboard, only 2 people have done it so far, so let's see if I can join the crew as number 3. Let's hop right into it. All right, and we have 2,200 starting cash, which is enough for a free Dart Monkey, my man Geraldo, and I guess I'll add a banana farm to the mix. My question is, do I get enough money this round to get a round 1 rare Quincy action figure? That would be great, but I'm kind of thinking I don't. Okay, I did make $80 from that banana farm though, and I'll make some cash this next round. So even though the rare Quincy action figures cost $7.15 to place in round 2, I think it's technically worth, opposed to the alternative of not getting the farm down round 1 and getting the rare Quincy action figure round 1. You know what I'm saying? And that actually did work out perfect. And yeah, as far as farms are concerned, I think off the start the plan is pretty simple. We'll be getting a Monkey Bank, IMF loan, and then we're going to be IMF loaning into the Monkeyopolis. Alright, so with the bank costing $36.50 and this farm selling for $2,589, I need a little bit more than $1,000 on hand to get the bank up, which should be right about now. Perfect. Round 17. That's actually a pretty quick bank, all things considered. And yeah, we did end up bringing a Shooting Turret 2 into the mix just as an early game defense. This is always a cheap and effective option. Got good Pierce, has 2 damage, so I'm hoping this current setup can save for the IMF alone, but I'm not entirely sure. All right, round 22, I think I do actually need more defense on this round because I've been trying it a little bit and I keep getting a penalty. Maybe with a bit of Shooting Turret targeting I can get through it. Let's see. Nah, the balloons will always get to this point, and then that gives me a penalty. I think I'll add a sniper to the mix this round as it's a cheap option to defend, but I'm wondering if I can go for a banana farm first and then add a sniper afterwards to get some extra bananas in here. Let's see. And I think it does work out. Sniper down on first targeting. Actually, maybe I need to put the sniper on strong. I feel like I'm still gonna get a penalty here. Yeah. All right, try this again. Wait, 1 more banana. Perfect. Strong. Maybe even last on the sniper. Pop the back reds. No time penalty. Perfect. All right, round 26 is actually when the first leads come out. I low-key forgot about this because it's Dreadbloon, so with Dread, there's more leads than typical. And after this round concludes, I should be able to cash out my bank for near the max amount. I don't think it's going to overflow, which is good, but it's going to be close. Let's see. Oh crap, I let the next round start. And I'm at 9464, so okay, yeah, close to the max amount. We'll collect this, upgrade IMF loan. Do I want to sell the rare Quincy action figure yet? I think I'll keep it around, I'm not sure. I'm going to sell this farm redeposit it. I might as well keep this around for a little bit longer, I think. And we're gonna wait till I get this I'm a Flown ability available. And then after this round concludes, I should be able to get my Mehalic up on the next round. I definitely could have gotten my Mehalic sooner if I sold the Rare Quincy action figure sooner, but that's totally fine. All right, so what I'm gonna do this round is first of all, collect the I'm a Flown, and we'll sell this. Let's get 3 discount villages. Under triple discount, I'm gonna get a Monkey Town, Monkey City. I don't want to get Opolis yet though. Also, I'm also gonna add a Balloon Trap into the mix. And Camo Potion this guy. And then right when the round starts, I'm gonna use this I'm a Flown ability, build the Mehalic up, and get some marketplaces in here too. I gotta do everything pretty quickly though. Also, we can sell the rest of the defenses. Go. Perfect. Range. Another one right here. Let's sell you, sell you. Perfect. Do I want to keep this last village around for now? I probably best to sell it, in all honesty. Another farm right here. Perfect. I think that was pretty clean, all things considered. And one other thing I definitely should do is get a rubber to gold / lead to gold up here, because there is a lot of lead balloons from the AI path due to it being Dreadbloon. So that extra income will be appreciated. All right, and here's what my farming looks like on round 38. Now, round 39 is actually going to be a very important round for me, and you'll see why. I definitely want to get a boat here, though, first things first, and probably build this into favorite trades when I get the chance. Okay, so what I need to do this round is prepare a bunch of abilities for the tier 1 defend, and those abilities being 2 first strikes, a fan club, and a glue strike. Currently, I don't have like any money to prepare any of it, but I'll make money mid-round for my farms, and then I'll sell the farms too. So there's kind of a lot of things that have to go on here. All right, let's start the round. I'm gonna try to afford favorite trades first things first. Maybe collect the Balloon Trap early to make money for it. The round ends with the region rainbow, so we gotta keep that in mind here. I gotta have all my abilities available before this round ends. Come on. Sell, sell. First strike. First strike. I need fan club as well. We'll sell this. We need glue strike. Perfect. I have all my abilities here now. Do I get them in time, though, is the question of the day. Let's see. I almost have them all. Wait, why this target? Oops. I get the fan club in time. Yep. And now the plan for the tier 1 defense is very simple. We have to use first strikes to get through the primary immunity. Then I'm going to sell the first strikes and build this into a Plasma Monkey fan club to defend all the other 3 immunities. So I might as well get a primary mentoring here first to get dart monkey upgrades for cheap. I want to get 20 darts down, obviously. All right, there's 20 darts, and I'm going to make them all into 0-2-0s. All right, I've set up all 20 darts. I actually sold the primary mentoring village after that, and I'm going to replace it with the jungle drums. All the darts on strong as well. And now here's the plan for this tier, guys. We'll send it out, use 2 first strikes immediately, sell both first strikes, get a Plasma Monkey fan club up, use the ability, sell the Plasma Monkey fan club, get a super brittle with that cash, and use glue strike, and we'll defend pretty quickly. The first strikes are simply to get through the primary immunity. Let's run it. Oh crap, I forgot to get... Yeah, that was way too long. That was way too long. My micro needs to be quicker than that, bro. All right, we're gonna try this again. I need to be quick, dude. It's gonna be so difficult. Try that. How fast is that one? I feel like my micro is pretty good there. Yeah, that was decent. That was decent. I'll take it. About 13 seconds. It's probably possible to do it even faster than that, but you know, it's okay. Oh, wait. I actually don't think I take that because I placed my ice tower outside of the range of my favorite trades, which is actually pretty important. I could have like the super brittle right here, for example, and it would still hit the boss. So I need better placements. All right, attempt number 3. Let's get it, guys. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. First strikes. Let's go. How fast is this one? I think that one was actually quicker. Was it not? Yeah, that was like 12.7. And I have the ice in range. I had better micro that time. And now we literally sell off everything and get back to farming. As for the plan farming wise, I think we want to get that Mehalic back for sure. I got the triple discount coming in here too. Under triple discount, might as well get the balloon trap. Perfect. And then under this triple discount, I can get a banana farm, which will be a BRF. Now the question is, do I have enough money for an overclock if I sell these villages and this? I actually do. Okay, perfect. And once the draw is level 9, I can also get fertilizer for this as well. So that's pretty good farming. I feel like that was a pretty solid tier 1 defend. I don't know. I think we did that decently well. And this is what the farming setup's looking like on round 48 here, guys. Plan next is pretty simple. Just get that banana central as soon as possible.
We'll probably sell off a bunch of our farms and stuff to get it once I have the cash for it. All right, so these 3 sell for about 57k, and I can sell these 3 for another 12k. We'll call it about 70k total if I don't want to sell other things, which means I need about 45k on hand. So I'm close. I'm actually very close. If I sell my favorite trades as well, I need like 40k or less. I think we'll go for it in a second. Wait, now. Banana Central, perfect. I could have actually went for it a little bit sooner than that, I think, but it's fine. And ladies and gents, the first thing you want to do once you get a Banana Central on the field is a second overclock, believe it or not, because one overclock is not full uptime. It's like 66% uptime. So even though you're only getting 33% uptime of the second one, since the Banana Central produces so much cash, it's 100% a worthwhile investment. All right, round 58. This is what my current farming setup is looking like. I'm adding a couple BRFs to finish it off, you know what I'm saying? BRFs with actually the bottom cross path at this point because I'm going to be selling these obviously in 2 rounds from now, so I need to be smart about it. And now it's time to sell off the farms and balloon traps. I think I probably want to keep a couple of these around because I do want to go for a temple, so those will be our support sacrifice. All right, I've done the math, and these 2 engineers plus this village is more than 50,000 of support sacrifice, which is what I need. So let's get the temple right now. Do I have these? Okay, I might want to use these overclocks actually first. I like that idea of using the overclocks first. So we'll overclock a Dartling, which I know I'll use an MAD for the next tier, so Dartling overclock's not a bad idea. And I'm going to overclock a Super Monkey up here as well. All right. Let's get the temple up. Perfect. Now this Dartling is going to be an MAD, as I said earlier. And you might be wondering, what's my plan to take down this tier? It's actually going to be Spike Storms. I think Spike Storms are going to be really good, especially with the Sun Temple buff, and I can get Home and Defense in here too. Let's get all the debuffs in here as well. Cripple, Super Brittle, Embrittlement, Glue Storm. I also definitely want a Jungle Gems on the MAD plus an Alk buff on the MAD. That's important. And then I guess we get the Spike Factories down here with an Abyssal Warrior to increase their Pierce. What's the purpose of this Super Monkey though? Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can use the Super Monkey for. First of all, let's sell these overclocks. I can use the Super Monkey for the anti-balloon ability because the Spike Storms are going to get us through the 3 immunities besides support, and then our MAD and anti-balloon will get us through the support immunity. And you might be saying, Ryan, you don't have any abilities available. What are you even thinking about? We're going to use a rejuvenation potion for that reason. Now I have all my abilities available. And here's the plan. I'll use every single ability besides the anti-balloon one early, and then I'm going to sell the Home and Defense, build anti-balloon up, and we'll use that. Start her off. There we go. How quick was that? How quick was that? 22-ish seconds, I think. I feel like we can do faster than that in all honesty. Part of the problem, I think, is that I didn't upgrade Geraldo because you're supposed to upgrade Geraldo on like round 52 or something, so you can have 2 rejuvenation potions for this round, and I completely forgot about that. All right, we're trying this again, and instead of the anti-balloon, I'm going to use Plasma Monkey Fan Club because that should work pretty well with the debuffs I have. Got a couple more Spike Storms, I think, this time too, which will be nice. Okay, 9 is the Spike Storm ability. I need to be quick with this, obviously. All right, how fast is that? That was much quicker. That had to have been much quicker. We're looking at about 20-ish. 20.6. I'll take it. And as per usual, sell everything off again. All right, and I was actually able to fit all 20 boats, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna upgrade all of these to favorite trades. And then I'm hoping I have enough money here to actually get 10 marketplaces or central markets, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Because that would be some really nice farming to start us off. 5. No, it looks like we're gonna stop at about, well, I can sell the heli, so that's 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop at 8. All right, that's fine enough. Honestly, mid-round, I might make close to enough cash to get the 9th and 10th one. We'll see. But I think most of the cash comes at the end of the round because of how the favorite trades work. Okay, there we go. And now that we've got all of these on the field, I think we just spam our Banana Central and BRFs with the rest of the space. And yeah, in the next couple of rounds, guys, we were actually able to scale my farming quite quickly. You can see here, after all the boat farms have been placed, I've got a Banana Central and a bunch of BRFs already. Also making sure to place these inside of the Sun Temple's range from the start, so then I get the discounts and thus can scale my farms faster. And it appears to be working out pretty well. All right, after a bit of time spent trying to optimize placements, this is my farm spots. I might sell some of these marketplaces up here because I feel like I can probably get another farm in this area with better placements, but it's decent as is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now we're just going to slowly upgrade these guys into BRFs, obviously, and should work out pretty well. And at this point, I pretty much have a maximum amount of farms on the map on round 72, which is really solid pacing. Next thing I definitely want to get is an Ultra Boost because I want to start stacking on the Banana Central, which is important. And I also want to get a bigger Mehalic, which I probably will do after this round concludes. So first of all, we'll sell my current Mehalic. And this Mehalic would be 36k, while this one's 65k. This one's discounted though, so I'm trying to figure out which one sacrifices more. I think this one sacrifices more overall farms, but before I get it up, I should sell these central markets and replace them with BRFs to get a better sacrifice. And I will actually get one more banana farm by making an ice platform over here. And then, can I sell this? Yeah, that's gonna give me one extra, so that's gonna be a 70k Mehalic. This should be really powerful. Get you up, perfect. And now I'll get the BRFs back in here and the central markets back in here. All right, so now with max farms on the field, one other thing I can do to increase my cash slightly is actually get a mermonkey up here, Lord of the Abyss, because I only have 19 boats actually. I thought I had 20, but I only have 19, so I can get the 20th up here. Perfect, and I can also get an Energizer as well for those faster abilities, which is really nice. And then I guess in the crevices, I fit even more overclocks. Okay, we're now on round 79 here, which means I need to prepare my Paragons for the next tier of the defend. We're gonna be going for 2 Paragons, the Engineer Paragon and the Ace Paragon. So first things first, we're gonna sell off some of my farms because I need the cash and the space. Okay, so we need a degree 38 Engineer Paragon for this next tier to do what I want. So according to my calculations with this Paragon calculator, I need to put about 300k in the slider. Let's go. 38, perfect. And I also need to get an Ace Paragon, which currently I'm not close to affording it, but I can sell the Rare Quincy action figure, and I can sell a bunch of banana farms as well. All right, let's collect you, sell you. I need about 100k more. Oh my gosh, I could sell my special populations for 30k, opposed to selling more farms. That's what I'm thinking about. What I'll do is sell a couple of these aces. First, to get a little bit more cash. I honestly don't need them. I only need degree 1 ace. We'll sell his village. And now I can sell this. Let me get Ace Paragon up. That is stunting my farming significantly. All for a fast tier 3 defend, but I'm pretty sure this is how you need to play it. On the bright side, we still have a really strong Mehalic. We definitely would be able to keep more farms around if I didn't get this up, because look, 300,000 sell value is crazy. All right, and the plan for the next tier is pretty simple. I'm going to be exploding 4 of the upgrade sentries from the Master Builder and using the Ace Paragon ability, which should be able to take out the boss very quickly. So we want to place these guys in here when I get the chance. Hopefully this round's long enough for me to actually get my abilities off cooldown. I might have done this too late, is my only concern. I think this round is long enough though. Round 79 is one of the longer rounds in the game, which is nice. Okay, we got all 3 upgrade sentries down. I technically want to get a 4th one because I can replace the laser sentry immediately to get that explosion and then sell all 3 sentries to get the rest of the explosions. Do I have it? Okay, yeah. We actually have both cooldowns off. Nice. Now, right at the start, I'm going to use the Ace Paragon ability, then I'm going to wait till Dreadbloon's attackable and start selling my sentries. Let's go. Oh, I messed up the selling. I could have done that quicker, I think. Okay, it's actually best to not sell my sentries immediately then. We want to wait a second to get good sentry damage in first. We'll replace this one. Let's get through this skull first. Sell, sell, sell. Ability. I can use this ability earlier. Come on, there we go. That was perfect timing. Let's go. 34 seconds, I'll take it. I think you can do it even quicker if you have a degree 20 ace, but it's fine. And I will sell off both Paragons now. You don't need favorite trades for selling the Paragons, it doesn't affect them. I feel like I should definitely be able to fit a farm here, but I just can't, which is pretty annoying having like an open spot. I guess it's fine though, it's not the end of the world or anything. I think I did fit a couple more farms than last time, which is always nice. Might as well upgrade all of these guys into BRFs now too, and get my triple XL trap back in the front. And then lastly, we want to spam overclocks once again. And I think our final farming setup is complete. Now, a trick you can do, since I don't have any overclock abilities available off the start, is use a rejuvenation potion. And now I have 25 abilities. Is that enough for every BRF is my question. I also probably should have upgraded an ultra. Well, actually, I don't have enough money for the ultra boost. That's fine. Oh my gosh, it's the perfect amount. I didn't even mean to do that. That's crazy. That's literally, I think the maximum amount of engineers I can fit with like my placements. I was looking at spots for a while, so nice it works out. And now we just farm again. A lot more rounds of farming to come. One other thing I think I should do is actually upgrade Gerald to level 20. So I can start placing down those Paragon totems early. I might have actually done this too late, because our plan for tier 4 is a degree 80 engineer Paragon, which means I'll need a lot of totems. Okay, one other thing I forgot about, sorry, there's so many farming optimizations, is that sniper monkeys actually have a smaller footprint than engineers, so I can technically fit like an elite sniper in here, and then maybe a couple supply drops as well for a bit more farming, which is nice, you know, it's a little added benefit. All right, I've got 3.7 million. That's a crazy amount of cash. You can fit so many farms on this map. It's just great. But this is the last round of farming, and then I've got to sell off a bunch of things for the engineer Paragon. So I was able to get 800,000 pops and 100k made from this engineer, which is going to help me out for the degrees. But I only got 15 Paragon totems down. I think I forgot on a couple rounds, which definitely isn't good. Yeah, I did mess it up. If I put max cash in the slider, it's degree 75, which is not 80, so that's not good. So what I'm thinking is maybe I use these Paragon totems for a different Paragon and just to get a degree 60 without the Paragon totems. What should I use the Paragon totems for? Maybe a Wizard Paragon. Wizard Paragons are actually quite good. Okay, so for the Wizard Paragon, I need 1.1 million in the slider for degree 60, so we're gonna do that. Let's do it. That should be degree 60. 61, and then I need 1.5 million for the Master Builder. All right, 1.5 million, please be degree 60. 61, perfect. And then I'm thinking I want a low degree ace again, maybe degree 20 ace would be good. 3 Paragons this tier, you know what I'm saying? All right, and with these amount of aces down, I actually should just get degree 20 straight up if I build it up. Please be degree 20. Perfect. All right, and now I'm gonna give myself 2 more rounds of farming, and then we'll finish the rest of our setup before the boss comes out. I don't think I'm getting this Metamorphosis ability off cooldown though. It takes so long. That is a bit of a concern of mine. Yeah, I've still got like halfway off cooldown. That is awful. Okay. I really don't have much cash though. I think the plan is to spam Spike Storms. My initial plan was to get a support True Sun God, then spam Spike Storms, but I'm not gonna be able to afford that. Homeland defense though, we'll get all the debuffs and stuff in here. All right, here we go. Let's use the rejuvenation potion first. Get all my abilities off cooldown, and yeah, let's run it. I'm pretty sure this is gonna ruin my chances at a minute time though, because I don't have my Paragon abilities off cooldown, which is the biggest problem. Go. Ace ability. Okay, wizard ability. All right, that's... I feel like I can do that faster. I gotta sell the sentries before we get to support. That's what I need to do. I did not sell the sentries. Okay, a lot of things need to be microed here, but I think if I do it correctly, I can get a really good time. We're gonna use Homeland Defense, Spike Storm, sell the Homeland Defense, get up a Super Plasma Monkey Fan Club, use that ability, use our MAD ability, Wizard Paragon ability, Ace Paragon ability, and everything should go quickly if it goes according to plan. Let's send it. Come on. Ace Paragon ability. Let's go. That was quick. That was very quick. Honestly, still not perfect micro by any means, but I'll take it. That was a good defend. I think I was at like 49 seconds though after that, which means I only have 11 seconds for the final tier. I don't think we can do that, but we'll try our best. And as for farming, I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple before the final tier, just only BRFs. I will get the other 5th tier farms in here too, but not really going to mess with boats and central markets. All right, so the main thing I need to do before this next boss defend is get pops on my ace, because we're going to be going for an ace Paragon for the next tier. So I have a Flag Fortress at the top inside of my Sun Temple's range. Now, unfortunately, I've got the Wizard Paragon already placed, which is going to steal quite a bit of pops, but I mean, that's something I've just kind of got to deal with, you know. One thing I actually kind of forgot about is I can turn the Wizard Paragon off by clicking this button, which then allows our ace to get even more pops. Okay. 100% want to utilize that. Yeah, look at this. Almost 1 million pops already on the ace. That's fantastic. All right, I have farmed for a couple more rounds, and I think after round 116 concludes, that's when I'm actually going to get my ace paragon and build my setup. So I should actually prepare a helicopter here. Maybe I need to wait for round 117 to conclude now. Man, I'm not gonna get this heli ability. Well, all right, after selling everything, I have about $3 million on hand with, what, 17 Paragon Totems down? So I think ideally I get degree 60 ace, but I'm not sure how close we are. We have 3.8 million pops, which is definitely going to help. I feel like I could have maximized pops more, though, especially if I found out about the wizard targeting thing earlier. Okay, according to this, I need to put 1.6 million in the slider for degree 60, which doesn't leave me with that much cash left over, right? Yeah. Barely any. Well, honestly, it might be better just to have a degree 40 then. Yeah, I think that's better, in all honesty. 0 cash in the slider, degree 40. With the rest of my money, I do want to get a true Sun God support, so I already have the sacrifice of the home and defense. Let's get this guy up. And I've got 1.4 million to work with, which is actually quite a bit of cash. I can get a 4th Paragon in here if I really want, which I'm considering getting attack Paragon. What degree do I get with max slider? That leaves me with 400k-ish. Let's just see. 60. Okay, I'll take that. We have degree 60 attack, degree 60 ace, 61 wizard, 60 engineer. That's pretty solid. And now we hopefully get our abilities off cooldown before the boss comes out. I also do need to place down those sentries, of course. Let's move Permabrew here. There's no shot I'm getting all the sentries down in time. That's a bit of a problem. I mean, we'll get 3 down in time, though, which is still decent. I do have the attack Paragon abilities off cooldown, which is great. Oh, I actually can sell this for 262k. All right, we'll sell that when the round ends and get a little bit more defense with that money. I forgot about the Ray Quincy action figure. Okay, sell this. 300k to spend. I can get a super mines in the front. Okay, let's run it. Now, the plan here is, what do I want to micro first? Homeland defense, Spike Storms, Glue Storm. MAD ability. We save the attack ability and the ace ability till we get to later tiers, I think. We use the wizard metamorphosis off the start too. Okay. Where's the sentries? Ace is not attacking where I want it to. I feel like I can do faster than that. I didn't even press the attack Paragon ability either. What's our time right now? Yeah, we're past a minute, dude. All right, try this again. Here we go. Rejuvenation potion. Come on. Why is this so much slower? Wait, no, this is not slower, actually. There's just more lag. This is faster. This is faster. Oh, that support immunity took a while, but I'll take it. Definitely could have been more optimized, but I've been doing this run long enough. We'll take it. What's our time? 108? Why is this round not ending? 19? 110? Oh my gosh, that took forever. Well, Minotaur's decent. I feel like I could have done a lot better. The tier 4 defend was the main issue, not having that wizard ability up in time, I think. That gets me, what, 8th on the leaderboard? You know, it's solid. It's not under a minute, but we got somewhat close at least. And yeah, there it is, guys. Could you beat Dreadbloon in under a minute? I got pretty close, but unfortunately failed. And if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, check out these videos as well, because I know you love them. I'm Mike out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.